With only 4 weeks until the national championship, Coach Rich and the kids from the New Jersey State Precision Pistol team are training hard.
I want you to take a deep breath. Breathe it all out. Empty your lungs. After you bring the gun up, breathe in another deep breath. Today is all about overcoming frustration, not giving in to being upset about a shot that you just took, and really just staying focused and being able to move through a match. Center that in. All right, now you've got a lungs full of air. Bring it down onto the target as you breathe out, but stop halfway.
He's telling me to take deep breaths and try to, when I pull the gun up, to not just pull back the trigger like an action shooter, to just calm down and let the trigger go with the pressure you're going when you're holding the gun up.
Nice, that was great.
He does seem to know what he's talking about. Every time I'm doing something, he's always behind me telling you, oh, you should fix that, and then I do it and I get like an X or a 10. It's really good.
If it doesn't always shoot those high numbers, don't give up on it yet. Let yourself develop into it a little bit. Justin Kopecky, also a phenomenal junior shooter. Basically, give him a couple of weeks, put a gun in his hand, and he masters it. Also, he was the #2 22 only shooter in the nation last year at the Nationals, so phenomenal job.
Coach Rich always seems to know what the kids need to work on to improve their scores.
Numbers do not tell the whole story of your shooting. We're looking for where you're grouping, what you might be doing wrong, what you might be doing right. Where are things falling on the target based upon what we're seeing on your targets after every string. Let's finish up the rounds you got, and we may have to make an adjustment to your sights now that we've changed your trigger.
Coach Rich suggested that I changed my trigger position on my index finger to over here, and my shots are going a little bit to the right, so we had to go 3 clicks to the left.
That's exactly where you want them to be. Perfect. Angelina is a rising star, as I like to call her, without inflating her head too much, because that does tend to happen. What happens when you do it right?
He's taught me a lot about shooting. He's made me such a better shooter over the past 3 years I've been shooting.
Last year at the Nationals, shooting 22 only, she was the top junior shooter in the nation. I mean, you just can't beat something like that. It just wins award after award for indoor and outdoor. Just a really solid shooter. Devin can pick up any gun and just start shooting it at expert level scores, which is just beyond any of us. If the gun is a little too far this way or a little too far that way, your finger is not going to find that placement that you're used to. So if that happens, let go of the gun. Hold it with your left hand, retake your grip, and let's see if the trigger finger naturally goes back to where it's supposed to go.
He puts a lot of effort into helping us out, and we really appreciate that. So he's a really good coach.
Devin is a really solid competitor, and he's going to make big marks this year. Oh, Nick, nice target.
That is his best target ever. It is a 97 and 2 X's. No, 99 and 2 X's. It's going to go on the refrigerator. He's hoping for 100.
I love watching them improve, and I love, the feedback that I get from them. That, to me, is just what coaching is all about.
Thanks.
Good job.
This is the New Jersey Youth Precision Pistol Team. They are the 2016 CMP National Champions and the 2017 NRA National Precision Pistol Champions. The team's success has come under the direction of certified NRA instructor Richard Bogath, the head coach.
These juniors, we have shooting precision pistol. Precision pistol used to be known as bullseye. What we do here, juniors, one-handed shooting at 50 yards and 25 yards on turning targets.
In a time when most kids are glued to their cell phones, these kids are serious about shooting precision pistol.
It's a fun sport. It's challenging. You can push yourself to get really good at it, and everybody here is, we're like a family.
So I like shooting because it's something different. Like, you don't hear that many people who are like, oh, my sport is shooting. So I love that. But like, also I love like all the people here.
That feeling when you go down, you shoot like a really nice target, it's just a good feeling. It's more fun than any other sport I've ever done.
You all just come together as a team. You're all doing the same thing. I love it so much, so that's why I keep coming back, and I'm actually good at it.
It kind of like calms me down. If I'm having a bad day, it just like gives me time to concentrate on one thing and focus.
Precision pistol discipline is arguably one of the most challenging of the shooting sports, demanding extreme patience and concentration.
Probably the hardest sport that I've ever been in. The slightest change in breathing, or even if you're having a bad day, you'll definitely tell in your scores.
It's mental, and it's all about your body, how you feel, and your stances. Every little thing that you change up will mess it up.
That finger placement on that trigger is going to be very important.
You have to like slow your breathing down, slow down your heart rate, almost meditate before you start shooting, because you have to be the same every single time.
Because it is such a difficult sport, it does require a certain level of commitment, dedication to the training, and the tenacity that they need to be able to increase their scores and get better.
It's not my usual grouping, but I know what I did wrong.
And it isn't just for the guys. The New Jersey team is almost 50% girls.
Girls are a lot better at concentrating and stuff, so like I personally believe that girls can be a lot better than guys. Actually, some of the guys on the team agree with that. Remember when I arm wrestled the wrestling team?
Yeah, I do remember that, and you won.
We're equal?
We're equal.
If not better. Yes.
Ready? On the firing line.
With their sights set on defending their national championship, the team is focused on Camp Perry.
2 years ago, we took the 45 match at the national championships. Last year, we took almost all of the matches. When we're up there on the firing line, we want to win.
Last year at Camp Perry, I took first place in the country for top 22 only shooter junior. And overall, I became the 6th best shooter in the country.
This year I have a good feeling because we got a lot of good shooters and new shooters, so we should do good.
I have no problems at Camp Perry at the Nationals. And they have to deal with a situation that they're not used to or they're not expecting, and they'll handle it. It's exactly what I want to see.
Thanks again for checking out Shooting USA on YouTube. There are a number of ways you can help support the show and our efforts. One, SUSA15 is a discount code that saves you 15% off anything at snapsafe.com. From the vault doors and the modular safes all the way down to the lock boxes. 15% SUSA15. If you're not looking to do any shopping, a simple like or a comment, or we'd be honored to have your subscription. It really does help the channel.